So today what we are talking about is volume. Volume. Okay? Usually I would be handing out formula charts right now, making sure everyone can identify where volume is on the formula chart, but you can just download a formula chart on your iPads. I'll actually put that link up later on today. Okay? So what we're doing today, there's a formula for it, and we just plug it into the formula. Okay? So it's basically straightforward. However, we have to make sure we know and understand what each variable represents in the formula. Okay? So we're doing the volume of a cylinder today. Only cylinder. We're going to do a cone and a sphere next class. Today we're only doing the cylinder. On our formula chart, the formula for the volume of a cylinder is V equals capital B times H. V equals capital B times H. We need to know what B and H stand for. Capital B stands for the area of the base, not just base. Main reason people get this wrong is they think the capital B just represents base. No, capital B is the area of the base. So I think in 7th grade, y'all learned it where the B, the lowercase b, represented base, but this is a capital B. So that's the area of the base. And H just stands for height, okay? All I need really is like 5 minutes of extreme focus to make sure you understand what I'm about to say. Because I can't tell you how many people get these wrong because they mess up the capital B, okay? So on a cylinder, what shape is the base? A circle. Yeah, and it's a circle, right? So for a cylinder, the base, which is the bottom and the top of this, is a circle, okay? So when we're doing V equals capital B times H, and capital B stands for the area of the base, what shape is my base again? A circle. So capital B needs the area of the circle. Capital B stands for the area of a circle. And H still just represents height. So right now, if you have your formula chart right in front of you, I would be saying, what does the formula chart say? The area, how to find the area of a circle. And I doubt any of you remember that, but if you do, hey, look at you. So for a circle, the area of a circle is pi r squared. Write that down. Pi r squared. The area of a circle is pi r squared. Do we remember what r stands for?
It's radius.
Radius. Do we remember what radius is?
No.
No? Okay. So my base is a circle. So I'm going to draw out a circle. The area of a circle is pi r squared. On a circle, it could either look like this, the dimension it'll give you, or it could look like this, where it's all the way across. All the way across from one side of a circle to the other side is the diameter. Diameter. Does that sound familiar? Diameter. But halfway across from the center of a circle to the edge is called the radius. The radius. The radius. Okay, so if you don't know that fact, I would put it somewhere, draw it somewhere on your paper. So if you got a circle and it gave you that this was 8, the whole thing across, how would I find what the radius is?
Pi or...
Well, just the radius, not the area. How, if it tells me the diameter is 8, how would I figure out the radius? Perfect. It's just half of 8. So I would just do 8 divided by 2. So the radius would be 4. Okay, so the radius is half of the diameter. Okay, that's extremely important information to know. So to find the area of a circle is pi r squared. So for instance, if the radius here is 4, it would just be pi 4 squared. To find the area of the base. So for capital B, the area of the base, it would be pi 4 squared for this example. Okay, so Ms. Patterson, that doesn't seem too hard. Why people get it wrong? Because for an example like this, people would just say the capital B is 4 or 8. They would just say the diameter or the radius is capital B. But capital B is the area of the base. So we would have to use pi r squared to find what capital B is. So here's a formula chart. And if you look here, the area of a circle is pi r squared. Okay. So r, we just said, is the radius. That's from the center to the edge of the circle. So it's half of the diameter. The height is from base to base. So from one circle to the next, this would be my height. So let's look at our first example. Okay. I'm extremely big on labeling. Always label. Always label. So here on this cylinder, what does the 5 represent? The radius. So 5 represents my radius. So on the side here, I would put r equals 5. When you label, you have less mistakes. What does the 8 represent? The height. Perfect. So 8 is my h, my height. Why do people get these problems wrong? Because they just do 8 times 5 and think that's the answer. Okay? I see it every year with multiple people. Okay? We do not just multiply 8 times 5. V equals capital B times H. Capital B stands for area of the base. Okay? And I'm going to ask you that you're going to get annoyed for the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm going to ask you that question literally every day. Okay? Capital B is the area of the base. To find and what shape is my base? A circle. To find the area of a circle, I use pi r squared. And then times height, okay? Now, this is the part I need to know if it makes sense or not. Does everyone understand why capital B turns into pi r squared? Are we sure? Because capital B stands for the area of the base. The base is a circle, and the area of a circle is pi r squared. Okay, so now I'm just filling stuff in. Pi times r squared. R is 5. The radius is 5. 5 squared times the height, which is 8. And then, honestly, I'm using Desmos at this point. I ain't doing stuff in my head. So Desmos is my best friend. Pi 5 squared times, what was it, 8? 8. And there's my answer, 628.3. Okay? So what I would do in your notes is at least have one good example. Okay? I would at least have one good example in your notes. So I would probably write this down, make sure it's nice and pretty, and have this, I don't even remember what the number was, 628, I think. 628, yeah, 628.3. So I would have at least one good example in your notes to look back on. 628.3. And I don't have any units on here, but let's say it was centimeters, it would be centimeters cubed. So volume is always cubed. Also, volume is like me filling something up. So like filling a tub up with water. The amount of water in the tub is the volume of that tub. Or me filling up a ice cream cone with ice cream. The amount of ice cream you can put in the cone is the volume of that cone. So how much you can fit something inside of it, something. Questions? Confusion? My Zoomies, can y'all give me a virtual thumbs up if we're good? All right. I'll assume the rest of you are sleeping. All right. So let's look at another example. And then we're almost done. Yay. So this is a draw it. Either you can do this on paper or you can do it on the actual screen, up to you. I want to find the volume of this cylinder. And we're going to go through this one slowly one more time. And then if you feel confident, obviously you can move ahead of me. But I'd rather us do it together for this first time. 12.1. What does 12.1 represent? The radius. Good. And what does 3.8 represent? The height. All right. So it wants me to find the volume of this cylinder. So I know that volume equals capital B times H. So do I just do 12.1 times 3.8? What does capital B stand for?
Area of the base.
Beautiful. The area of the base. And what shape is my base? A circle. So I need to do the area of a circle, which is pi r squared. So the area of my base, which is a circle, is pi r squared times height. And I just draw a circle around this to remind myself, okay, I'm doing the area of a circle, area of a circle, area of a circle. So V equals pi times 12.1 squared times 3.8. Volume equals pi r squared times height. Because capital B is pi r squared. Here's my pi r squared. Height is just height, height, height. And I need you to practice Desmos, so don't wait on me. Go on Desmos, do this yourself. Later on in the year, I'll show you a trick, and then y'all probably be mad at me that I didn't show it to you earlier on. What'd y'all get? 1,747.85. Okay, so this one I did with you, but the next one I'm gonna want you to do it by yourself, so I can see who gets it and who doesn't get it. Centimeters cubed. If you have a question in your virtual, you can just private chat me, okay? No one can judge you. So if you have a question, I need to know. I need to know. Because I gotta make sure we all get it. Okay. I assume silence means we're good. Yeah? All right. Ooh, some of y'all got those skills. Some of y'all's handwriting look better than mine. Yeah, if you did it on paper, that's all good. 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 I like what I see. Oh, let me say this. I know last year for pi, y'all just used 3.14. No, just actually use a calculator this time. Just let it do the 3.14, blah, 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 the whole thing. Let the calculator do the work for you. Don't try to shortcut yourself. All right, I'm going to the next slide. This one, I'm gonna ask you to do, everyone to do, so I can see if we all got it. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So everyone, I'm gonna give you about 2 minutes. Try this one on your own. But I'll say something real quick. What does 12 represent? The diameter. So then what is the radius? 6. Perfect. So half of 12 would be 6. No, we use radius. Mm-hmm. All right, our goal is to finish in about 4 minutes.
This is the answer 169.6.
That's not what I got. What did you do?
I did 5. And the radius is 6.
Mm-hmm.
And the height is.
Oh, you forgot to square the radius.
Oh.
So yeah, V equals pi r squared times height.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So that's why. So pi times 6 squared times height. All right, did y'all get 1,017.87? Yeah, Brindley, is that what you got, babe? Mia? All right. Okay, so if you didn't get that, look at my work. So pi r squared. So V equals capital B times H. Capital B is the area of the base. The area of a circle is pi r squared times height. Pi times 6 squared times 9. And you should have gotten this. If you didn't get that, can you unmute and tell me why? I know someone in the classroom forgot to square the radius, which is a huge thing a lot of people do. So that's an easy mistake. Anyone else want to share maybe what they did wrong so we can help each other? No? Okay. So hopefully everyone else got that answer. Looks good. Yes. All right. So everyone, I want you to put your answer in. Okay. Let me clear this off. I think the question is asking which equation can be used to find the volume of the cylinder. Automatically on these problems, do not just guess and look at the answer choices. Do it out. What does 5 represent? The diameter. So what's the radius? 2.5. So the radius is 2.5. And the height, they just have it labeled as H. So we're just going to keep it as H. Then I'm going to write out my formula. V equals capital B times H. Capital B is the area of the base, which is a circle. The area of a circle is pi r squared. So I know a big thing is y'all don't have formula charts in front of you. So I know that this is really me going off of my understanding and knowledge. So I'm going to get formula charts to y'all ASAP. So pi 2.5 squared times height.
Let's see, right?
Yes. Good job. So everyone answer for me. Everyone answer for me. My back's already hurting. All right. We good? All right. Answer, answer, answer. Wake up, wake up, wake up. All right. What time is it? 9:57. We're going to go ahead and skip this one. And yes, and then move on to today's thing. So we have 30 minutes to answer. Let's see how many questions. I think there's 10 questions. Okay. So that means we can spend roughly, 3 minutes on each one. Me thinks you'll be able to do this within 15 to 20 minutes, especially since we have calculators. And I also think you won't need my help, but I am here to assist. And we can always do it together, okay?